and then Citizen Canine Open starts on the 12th, and Advanced starts on the 12th also. Okay. We have a clicker class that's starting on the 23rd, I think, which is Wednesday evening here. And then we'll also have our Slackers Club, which is a 4-week loose leash walking clinic. And Total Recall will start in November, I think. End of October, November.
Slackers is what day?
Loose leash walking, that will be Sunday. Okay?
You have a total recall or reliable recall in here?
Total Recall will be, I think, like the middle of October. We'd like to start it when it gets cooler, because the little bit of recall work that we were able to do in this class requires some moving around. And Total Recall, really, you need 2 handlers. We meet 2 consecutive weeks, and then every other week for 2 weeks. So it's 2 weeks on, a week off, a week on. Yeah, so it's over 5 weeks. Okay, and the first 2 meetings are here, and then the second 2 meetings are at other locations that we do not reveal until the class starts, because we don't want you to go there and practice. Okay? We want you to practice really, really well, so when you go someplace that's new, that the distraction level will be sufficient that you'll have hopefully trained through. Okay? We use public areas, and then we go to one natural area, you know, like a hiking area or woods or something like that. Okay? All right. All the schedules for the current classes are posted on the website now, and then the clinics will be posted probably within 2 weeks as soon as we get the schedule confirmed. Okay?
A question on the stay after in practice, I mean, we can jump into it. What is as long as you should make them ever stay?
How long do you need them to?
20 minutes. I mean, I'm just
It's not,
thinking the old school is a 20-minute stay, I believe.
For what purpose?
Training, just the old training method.
I mean, to me, it doesn't make sense to try to train the dog beyond 50% more than you really needed to for some utility reason. Okay? So in the old days, and still a lot of people now will train dogs just so that they can say they did it.
Right.
Okay? And I don't see the point of that. What's the point of that? Everybody here is working with family dogs.
Right.
So where a 20-minute downstay in a ring might be something to be excited about for somebody who's into that, the 3-minute downstay while you're paying for the pizza at the front door, to me, is a whole lot more useful. Okay? So I know plenty of dogs that can do 20-minute downstays in a ring and can't sit still while the Domino's guy finishes his transaction. In fact, the dog is down the street. Okay? So it really matters what your criteria is.
Right.
What is it? Whatever is most useful to you, what situations are useful to you, I'm always going to tell you to train and overtrain. So if you need the dog to sit still for 5 minutes under these circumstances, train for 7.5. So that you know you can get that performance when you need it. Yeah?
Refresh my memory on when you start using the cue again.
Once you are sure, fairly sure, that you can get the dog to do what you want them to do 9 out of 10 times, then you begin using the cue. You start pairing the cue to that behavior. Okay?
Okay, short steps 9 out of 10, then start using it.
Yeah, when you're doing that kind of training, what I would suggest is you do it, work in sets of 10, because it's easy to keep track of. Okay? So if you can do 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 3 times in a row, for 3 sessions in a row, then it's time to move on.
Then start going further away without using the cue, or just establish the cue at that point.
When you first change your criteria, begin your practice without the cue. Okay? Because every time you use the cue and you don't get what you expect, the value of your cue goes down to 2. Okay? You want your percentage to be 90 as best as you can or more. No such thing as 100, but you want to try to get at least 90. Okay? Because if you want your dog to come to you 50%, 50-50, I call him, maybe he comes to him, he doesn't. Then 50-50 is fine. Okay? Or you want to be the sit guy out in the dog park. That's fine too. Just don't tell him you came here. Okay? Cool. All right. All good questions. Anybody else? Somebody had asked about, do dogs learn by observing other dogs outside? And there's some things that they do. They learn social behavior from each other. They learn how to interact to some degree. But the kinds of things that we're teaching here, usually no. I have hardly ever seen a dog had trouble with like down stays in class, watching other, let me watch a video of other dogs doing it, maybe I don't think it really works that way. I really don't. They mimic a little bit sometimes to get a particular result. If they figure out the other dog sitting at cookie time gets them a cookie, then they may do it. But more complex things, not necessarily. All right? All right. All right, good job. Everybody give yourself a round. Okay. What we really have to start doing is videoing the first class, because nobody was sitting still. So think. And now it's like church. It's like church. Awesome. Only better, because you don't have to do it. All right, you guys. All right, if you have questions or need help, give me a call or send me an email. Okay. And we hope to see you in class.
Camera's off.
Okay. Thank you, Denise, for the video.